what's up YouTube? I know BJ got some video the other night. He was working on the valve covers, and this is the finished product of the welding. You know, he knocked this one off, got it all cleaned up, cut this down, got this bung in here welded in for the pop off. Those are ready to finish being cleaned up, and we're gonna get those powder coated. I currently am getting everything ready to go racing. We're doing 3 nights this weekend. We'll be running at Moeller on Friday night, then Portsmouth on Saturday, and 35 Raceway, which is just east side, southeast of Columbus, or southwest of Columbus, one side or the other of Columbus. Any rate, nice little 3-track area to run with the Steel Block Series in this weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to get all 3 nights in. Yet again, another weekend of rain. Looks worse up here in northern Ohio than it does in southern Ohio, so be cool. Right now the car is pretty much in the state it was after it got washed. Last time before we washed it, we had already maintenance everything and made some setup changes and stuff like that, so there wasn't a whole lot to do to the car itself. But I am currently playing the old tire game, so just mounting some LM stuff to put some open stuff back on, and get ready to go racing this weekend. So ought to be a good fun trip. Nice Memorial Day weekend deal, and you know, this is what we racers like to do. So even though we're not really on vacation, we're kind of on vacation. Big motor's moving along. Hopefully next week we'll be getting some video of us dropping that big baby in, and maybe next weekend we'll be able to shake her down and see how she runs. We were going to take it up and get it dynoed and everything, but our local motor builder, his dyno's broken. And then the other guy that we would take it to, who's about an hour and a half away, he wants $900 a dyno motor. And you know, it's just not that critical. This motor's not brand new. It was already kind of together with this configuration before. So, you know, in the interest of saving almost $1,000, we're just going to go ahead and stick her down in there, and hopefully everything goes good. Shouldn't have no issues, but I don't know. Dyno is nice, but like I said, to save $1,000, you got to do what you got to do sometimes when you're budget racing. You know, I mean, $1,000, that's a set of tires, a barrel of fuel, you know, you name it. So we're gonna go ahead and get some tires mounted up, get this thing ready to load today. Hopefully all goes well, and we'll be off racing tomorrow. Well, and that'll do it for this week. Like I said, it's been pretty slow around here. With all the rain days and stuff like that, we've kind of just everybody's been working on stuff around their home, you know, things to get behind, and that's what we kind of did on all our rain days and vacations, quote unquote, from racing. So now that that's over with, hopefully we'll get back to it. BJ's up at Mr. CCR Chris Keller's picking up some parts right now, and that'll be that. Oh, we got some other new motor parts in you guys haven't seen yet. I don't really feel like getting her all out, and I'll show you next week when we go to put her on, but we got our brand new K&B carburetor for the new big motor, so that came in last week, and the old headers are supposed to be here today, hopefully, and she's coming together. Like I said, hopefully next weekend this will be the motor in the car. Nothing wrong with that motor, it's just small compared to that one. So keep your fingers crossed, everything goes good. We'll see you guys soon.
All right, what you doing?
Well, we made some upgrades to the trailer. So it's Thursday night. We got the triple header coming up this weekend. So Moeller Raceway Park tomorrow night, Portsmouth Raceway on Saturday, and 35 Raceway on Sunday. So it's Thursday night. We all got the day off tomorrow. A little early Memorial Day weekend start. So we got some upgrades done to the trailer. We finally fixed the cabinet light that's been messed up since we got the trailer, and we added a plug receptacle. Hang on, mister. And now we're just doing the finishing touches on the car and getting ready to load. Any commentary?
And you are?
They call me the motor builder. I'm just like the overseer. Make sure the lug nuts are tight.
Dude,
Huh?
getting the fucking head of me.
You were just up here.
I have a process.
Your process is busted.
Yeah, you could have done it.
And here's our little guard dog watching over the trailer. Come on, Carmi. Yeah.
Hose that we borrowed.
That one YouTube channel I kind of watched that.
You don't have to, but
What you doing under there?
So basically every week when we wash the car, there's a bunch of grease zerks and heim joints and everything like that that obviously get water on them. So in order to keep everything moving and articulating as it's supposed to, it's like we talked about in the winter. Every week, every time you do something in these cars, you want to make sure that everything is working the way that it's designed to work. You try to keep it working like it's brand new. You know, a lot of people, they notice that, you know, you put a new ball joint in a car or something and man, the car drives the best it's ever driven. And then, you know, 7, 8, 10 weeks, 2 seasons down the road, man, I don't know what the handling problem is on this car. It was so good when it was new, when everything was new. Well, shit wears out. I mean, we're racing in dirt and sand and debris and everything like that. So we go through every week, nut and bolt everything, grease all the heims, or lube all the heims rather, grease all the ball joints. I personally like to wipe everything off that I grease because I don't like getting grease on my arm. Plus it helps keep any of that residual sand and dirt from getting packed back up in there in any kind of way. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, all the maintenance was done last week. We were ready to go racing last week, but I didn't get everything greased and lubed. And so I'm just going through, I mean, just something as simple as this, and I learned this from Chris Keller. You know, that's just wiping the bottom of the ball joint off. You see all that shit, sand, dirt, old grease. So when you grease these things, it pushes that shit back out. Why would you leave it there so it can just get packed in there and act like sandpaper? So it's just little things like that that everybody thinks, you know, oh, you got big money and that's why your shit works good. And oftentimes it's not money. It doesn't cost anything to take your time and go through stuff and clean stuff and make stuff right. So that's why we're doing this. That's why we do it every week. Probably get 100,000 hits.
oh, by our fucking trailer water's in here.
Yeah.
That means we gotta find a place to put it.
Oh shit. We need a bigger trailer.
We need a bigger trailer. Bigger trailer. And the truck. Pool said bigger trailer. Like anybody wants to donate or buy a 5150, be sure interested in taking that out in here.
What is this big thing?
Probably fucking after rock.
No, it's a moth. Critter. Look at it. It's like fanning itself. Just a moth. Yeah, but that doesn't need to be there.
Oh, he's just hanging out.
What are we missing? A shock cover?
Well, that's Christmas.
Oh, that's the.
Sure hope everything was tightened back up.
Brandon, what you putting in the radiator?
That's
What's it
classic
called?
right there. They call that water wetter. Every racer in there has probably ran this at some point in their life. Guaranteed, was it 10, 20 degrees cooler water temperatures.
It actually makes the water
Wetter.
Yeah.
Okay, water wetter.
So like
It's
if
a
you,
lubricant also, so it helps keep your water pump bearings lubed up a little bit better.
if you've ever taken a shower and came out feeling dry, That's
Probably,
problem.
probably need to put some water wetter in your tank. Just dump about 38 cases of these down your well.
You'll be ready to go.
Your well pump running.
And the motor builder's waiting.
Do we have other water we can use other than that?
I don't
Do you use all that water?
Yeah. Hey, you son of a bitch! Get back up in the loft! That's the second time this week I've caught that heater down there stealing water out of the coolant tank.
That motherfucker.
Wouldn't a funnel help?
Yeah, it would. But this is like how you practice your aim.
It's like practicing taking a pee.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get better.
Aren't like moms and wives all over the place always bitching like, how can you not hit the hole? Well, this is about what it's like.
Yeah, no fun.
That ain't
That's
right.
why old men like urinals. It's way easier to not get it all over yourself.
Yeah, it's essentially a glorified funnel. I've always said, dude, if I ever like have the money to build a house custom, it will have urinals
Oh,
throughout.
yeah. Why not?
Imagine having like custom built toilets to your ass, like your proper ass height.
Oh, they probably mold them.
Yeah.
They probably mold it to your ass configuration.
And then like your perfect sitting height.
Yeah, and it's probably heated. That's got a heater in it, so
You're
it's
not-
like 8 degrees
Yeah.
at all times.
So that
You're not very good at that.
No, so that when you sit, it's at body temperature. You never experience a cold ass seat. No, I hate this fucking nut. For whatever reason, dude, this nut pisses me off every time I
I
operate.
got one on the left side like that. Every time, like this fucking nut.
Stop.
I think it's supposed to go right, it falls left.
Come on, you're tracking now. You guys were just saying about squishing all in my feet.
I would operate under all needed things. Tara.
Well, you're right, it hasn't ran for 2 weeks, dude. Driving fault.
Hit the primer.
Hit the primer.
And you didn't even start it when you washed it.
Right.
Probably should have put some food on the stink thing.
Okay, alright, Carl.
Poor generators, like, it's fucking Thursday.
Yeah.
Why am I out here running?
Why am I running?
When you don't have a land store plug for your trailer, sometimes you gotta run the generator to have lights in it so you can load up at 10:30 at night.
What'd you do with them keys? The camper?
Oh, I put him in the
Unless you
house.
wanna watch that
That
movie.
ain't doing me no good.
Dude,
Yeah, that. What the
Yeah.
heck is the tree bug doing?
What were you doing there?
So on the top of the oil filter housing, there's actually a primer. It's got gears in there, and when you spin it, you know, with the drill, it actually pulls oil out of the tank and primes the motor. So if the motor sits for a while, you can basically pre-lube the motor before you fire the car.
we're on warm it up, we're just firing it up.
Just fire it up.
Percolating it, shutting it down. What were you saying?
Water over here is inconvenient.
Gonna run my tire right through it.
Power me up.
Float bowls?
Yep.
Why won't it start?
Float bowls it's sat for 2 weeks and the fuel evaporated out of the float bowl, so there ain't no fuel up in the carburetor to keep it running long enough to get the pump to push fuel up to the carburetor. So we gotta fill the float bowls up. Not hot Carl style, this is true gasoline. I wouldn't mix this with your Coke.
You could though.
But you could mix it with your cigarette hanging out here.
Yeah,
fine.
something
It's not
seems
really-
wrong with that.
That's fine.
That's just silly.
Won't have to worry about this on the new carb. It's got regular style.
New car.
New carb.
That sure takes a lot.
No, it's just slow.
That should be, you don't need to fill that out, dude.
Well, we're having discussions because apparently Friday night Moeller canceled. So now what, guys?
We're all prepped to race, so if we can find somewhere to race tomorrow within feasible distance, we're on our way to where we're heading Saturday anyway.
All right.
Like the nice thing about race season is you get like a degree in meteorology, geography, you know, because you got to scramble at the last minute like this to kind of figure out plan B.
We need to still continue to get this thing ready to be loaded up.